when you started with us, the day you said,
Mhm.
yes, okay, let's go ahead. And, the first week is usually where people do get very overwhelmed. That is it the right decision or the wrong one? Are they actually going to go through what they said they would? What was your experience like on the first week, let's say?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, I guess, it's always kind of a leap of faith, like buying any sort of marketing. So, yeah, when I hit the send button on the cash, I was like, he he sounded very genuine and trustworthy. I'm like, let's see, I'll believe it when I see it. But yeah, I mean, then the appointments started coming in. Um, these were real local realtors that produce, like they weren't just, they got the guy that graduated, realtor school, a month ago, and the quantity was there, but the quality wasn't. So yeah, like it, and the volume of leads went up relatively quickly, yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a very short period of time where I was like, I'll believe it when I see it. You introduced me
Okay.
to the team, multiple calls, lots of specific updates in WhatsApp, there's not
Okay.
some, oh, like you're not like saying you have a team and I don't know if it's true. Like I'm actually interacting with them. So yeah,
Without it,
that
yeah. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah.
based on the communication, like, if optimal amount is like here, then is it like closer to that, or is it like as compared to the other
No,
person
it's
that you've
it's
worked with?
good. And I mean I have frames of reference because I've done similar, I paid for similar programs. Um yeah, it would more be like, I would pay, they usually have like one onboarding person. Um they might help me with uploading some spreadsheets or a little bit, but there wasn't much ongoing support. It was like one or two calls. If I hit a kink, I get the second call, and it's a quick training, or here's our PDF, and then I have the system, but I'm kind of on my own. So you guys like do a lot more hand holding than other ones.
Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, and then with
Yeah, no, you're very dedicated. Like this is like your baby kind of.
yeah, it is.
Um,
It is. So the last question that I would like to ask you is,
yes.
let's say, imagine someone is on board with the idea. They are like, yeah, there's a lot of value if this works, and like they have just like last question because we are not from US, right? We are outside the US, and people do have that question that, okay, are these guys like trustworthy? Can I like go ahead with them? If you were to talk to someone like that, what would you say to them? What would be your message to them towards making this decision, of course?
You mean
Of
like a loan officer that you're
yes. Is it
um
can they go ahead?
yeah, I mean I would just kind of empathize and say, listen, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been, approached with every marketing system under the sun. So I tend to be standoffish. You're always taking a leap of faith with marketing. But no, I mean these guys are the real deal. Like Super knows his stuff. I trust him completely running the ship. He's personally involved. He's young and motivated. I've had other companies that'll tell me, oh, the back end ops, and I don't even know if they exist. Like I've interacted with these folks. I'm on a group chat with different people on WhatsApp. Like I see them working on it. Like I've seen the results like get better over time. Like they're implementing best practices as far as A/B testing. He's had countless hours of like strategy and follow up calls, whereas most of these other companies, you get one or two onboarding calls and then they say, all right, go get them. Like we did our part. It's on you, buddy. Yeah, like they are like it's superior to what I've seen out there. So yeah, I would definitely say yeah, take that leap of faith.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it. Thank you
you're
so much.
welcome.
This really
You're welcome, Subra.
helps a lot.